Fuck you, Pratt.
That was a really long elevator ride.
Yeah, it was. Hey, Mr. Lang, I enjoyed the tour of your home the other day when I chased you in there.
Oh, crap, this place is nice.
You need any help cleaning up the blown away fragments of doors, you let me know. I know a guy who does that.
Keep talking, Pratt. Keep fucking talking.
Fred, don't antagonize him.
I was just playing.
Oh, gentlemen.
We gotta stand across from them, Angel.
Yeah, you're right. We do. We're not. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't know. We're just here to waste our time. What's going on? I'll leave this office. I will leave.
Well,
so go ahead, Angel.
Mr. Watson, we had something to talk about, and then you kind of ran off in a hurry. So, would you like to continue that conversation? I can't hear you if you're saying anything.
No?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Well, like I said very plainly, I have reason to believe that the mayor's office is sending an excess amount of funds to the casino for whatever reason. I think that they're overpaying for their rooms by quite a large margin. So
Okay,
I was going through some of the state
overpaying
accounts.
police.
Well, hold on. I was going through the state accounts, and I found a $1.4 million transaction sent to Diamond Hand Casino. And we looked further
Damn,
into
Drake
it, and
and
we received a
Kanye
quote that
posting
the mayor's
clips
office
together,
received from you
chat.
guys, which was twice the quoted rate that you give to other civilians. So, which leads me to wonder, why are you guys charging the mayor's office twice the quoted rate to everyone else just for a stay in your apartment?
Okay, to begin with, we're talking about Diamond Resort Hotel, correct?
Yes, Diamond Resort
Okay.
Hotel.
To be clear, Dean is not the owner of Diamond Resort Hotel. It's an entity under Cerberus where we are shareholders of the hotel. We are not owners. We are shareholders.
Silence your goddamn phones.
We are shareholders into the hotel. Even though it might say different on the MDW or whatnot, that's not how the system is set up. People that run that hotel are not us. There's people that are employed to do that. There's CEOs. There's actually 2 CEOs even. There's a CFO and there's a bunch of staff attached to the business.
So you don't even pay attention.
Books, Diamond Casino Hotel owner.
It always says that, Mr. Pratt. I explained to you, the papers are not set up like that.
Okay.
We're shareholders of the company.
So you're shareholders. But shareholders are part owners of companies. How much?
Yeah, correct. But it doesn't mean that we do any board work for the company.
How much percentage do you guys have?
All of it.
All of it.
It's 100%.
So you own it.
Yeah, but you're asking us a question like we would manage the company. That's not what we do.
Who manages the company on your behalf?
That would be Bunny and Tommy. Sabbath Cohen and Tommy, I don't know last name.
T?
Tommy.
I think it's Tommy Tate. Tate, right?
Tommy Tate.
Yeah, you know,
okay, so Tommy Tate and
Tommy
Bunny.
Tanker.
Yeah, you know the guy. The guy don't know about me. It's Tommy T. Back in the ends, he's a real OG. That guy.
Right. So basically, what I'm explaining is we don't do the. It seems to me like you think that we do day-to-day facilitation of how this business is ran, which is incorrect. We are shareholders in the business.
Okay, well, you're shareholders in a business that is potentially defrauding the taxpayers of millions of dollars. Does that concern you at all?
What is the question? What is the line of questioning here? What is the actual question?
My question is, are you not concerned at the possibility that a company you own is committing theft?
Right, but what is the proof of this? How do you know for sure that this is actually happening? You looked into the accounts?
I've subpoenaed a lot of accounts, and I've been looking at a lot of transaction records.
Yeah, I mean,
days.
if what you're saying is true, then yes, that is concerning.
It is pretty concerning. So, is this the first you guys have heard of this?
No. Well, yes and no. We've seen the transactions, but we haven't gone to the point where you were. We were made aware of the transaction yesterday and started to look into it.
That's
So
just
you were made
killing
aware
it, bro.
yesterday.
Yes, we
By
were
who?
made aware yesterday, and we wanted to get more, I
By
guess,
who?
evidence. Let me continue before we go to the next line of questioning. Is that all right?
Sure, please go ahead.
Ahead.
Yeah, thank God he's here. I
We
agree.
wanted more evidence to be able to move forward to you guys in case there was any problems within the company. We didn't see that the transaction itself was problematic. We were looking into it.
Okay. So you're aware of this transaction, but you didn't think that someone overpaying twice the amount of a regular customer was concerning.
I never said that.
No one said that.
You just said the transaction wasn't concerning to you.
Well, not by itself. We were looking into it to find more evidence as to why it would be concerning. But yes, we were looking into it because we found it concerning to a certain extent. Yes.
What have you found so far?
Well, that transaction. That's it. We have as much as you have. That's
You
why we
didn't look
wanted to
You
wait.
didn't look any further.
It was one day, Angel.
Who
Okay,
made
well,
you
in
aware?
one day, I was able to figure this shit out too.
But
so-
you're a police officer. I'm not.
We have many, many
But you
companies.
should know what's going on in your business, don't you think?
Okay, but are we going to argue
Probably
semantics
hard.
of what's
Excuse
happening
me.
in a business where we're shareholders? I mean, we're telling you the truth here. We found out yesterday. We were looking for more information to be able to forward it to you guys. I don't understand why it needs to be like a gotcha situation here.
Look, I'm trying not to get you here, okay? But you
Mhm.
do have to see from my point of view how it looks very concerning how I bring this up to Mr. Watson, who I believe to be the owner, and then he immediately runs and grabs all of his friends. It does
Well,
look very
because
These are
suspicious
the
from my
these are
point of
the
view.
business partners of the
Okay, but none of this was
of the
explained to
business.
me. Okay.
Yeah, but
Right.
yeah.
But
That's
you put me in a position where I had to think on my feet without my business partners. So
That's all right. That's all
I
right. Let's
went to
just
get
start
them.
anew. That's reasonable, Angel. I get it. But yeah, it's a business that's we're shareholders in the business. We don't facilitate or run the business. And yes, we have seen it. And yes, it was concerning. We were looking into it so we could forward it to you
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Who made
Would you
you
be willing?
aware?
Hold on. Would you be willing to release the transaction information from your company for the last
Yeah, of course,
week?
of course.
Okay. I'd like the transaction records from the casino for about 2 days prior to the initial.
Hold on, the casino or the
transaction date.
Diamond
Yeah,
Hand
Sorry, the
hotels?
resort. The resort.
All right,
sorry.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay, good. I need that as soon as possible.
Mhm.
Because I already have a subpoena filed for it. So it's
So here's the deal. Let me explain something very
Sure.
clearly. All right.
Chat, we're not
We
saying
are
one
more than
word.
willing to
Leslie's got
cooperate.
this.
The last thing we
Okay.
want is for you guys to think that this is something that we did or had any part in doing. Obviously, that's not the case. We have many businesses. We don't run them individually. If something like this was done, it was done by people in the business, not by us. We don't need the money.
I understand.
With
And
that
I can
said,
understand that. You're not the one who oversees literally everything. I get that.
yeah, with that said, if we give you ammunition to work with this, we will also assume that you understand that we have no part in this and that we wish to get rid of this as much as you guys.
Mhm.
Regardless of what you
See,
think of us,
they're not
as an
going to assume
organization,
that,
we
though,
care
dude.
about the city
They're
and we
going to
want
try
to
to
make sure
pin
that things
this
go
on
well.
us regardless.
Well,
And
here's
obviously,
here's the good
misappropriation
news
of funds
about
is
that,
not that.
okay? Here's the good news. I think we have the same objectives here, okay?
Mhm.
But I'd like to remind you that my job is to get to the bottom of the truth and to figure out what exactly is happening. So while I will presume that you guys are innocent in this, if you did come up in my crosshairs, don't think for 1 second that I wouldn't pull the trigger uh, if you were actually guilty of some crime here, okay?
That's all right. Yeah, all I'm saying is I know the truth, so I know that you would be wrong, but obviously you wouldn't know that.
Right. Well, I have no reason to believe that you are, committing any crime here, but I do have reason to believe that some of your employees are.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
reasonable.
okay, how soon can you give me that information, Mr. Lingberg?
I can get it to you today.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like that as soon as possible. So, give me more information, if you would please, about this Tommy Tate character and.
Okay, so
my
I'll
name
give
said-
you. I'll explain to
could
you how
just-
the hotel business works.
I mean,
Yeah, I'd
they
like
could
to
just,
know, yeah.
You guys could just watch Corpo, kid. You got the whole story right there.
I
Right,
saw
so-
I saw a lot of it, but I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, so the hotel business was something that we started because
Bob,
we
think it was
wanted to
6.
give more people housing options in the city, since not everybody can afford, getting a bigger apartment. So we came up with the idea to push hotels in the facilitation of the casino. And in order to be fair to other people and give more people opportunities in the city, we chose to host a show to find a new CEO. Now, in this show, it resulted in 2 people winning, which was Sabbath Cohen and Tommy Tate. It was interesting. They had no experience.
Sabbath Coin, you said.
Sabbath Cohen, I believe her name is. Yes, Bunny.
How do you spell her name?
SABITH. COHEN.
Thank you.
She's the
Uh,
CEO of
Tequila Law or something like that.
Tequila Law or something like that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but these people were chosen based on the show. They did a good job. They've been working with the casino and have been hiring staff. We gave them full discretion. We haven't touched the casino. We haven't taken any funds out of the casino. Honestly, it's been entirely their business to run. We've only really been there to make sure stuff, like what you're suggesting here is not happening. And what else? We have Loxley on as CFO of the company. To help them out with the paperwork. But again, any type of dealings that they do with their hotel, we take no part in. We've intersected a couple of times, and it was when the fees for the hotel rooms was too high, so we asked them to lower it. And we also asked for a full list of people that was actually getting hotels. Those are the two times we have interfered with the company. Other than that, no, never.
Okay, so you only asked for people, a list of people in the hotel that were renting out rooms, and then the people who are running it.
Yeah, correct. We do this with a lot of our businesses.
Oh, good times. If Lang was talking, like
it's one of those things when you have too many parts, you can't facilitate
quiet.
everything. So we try to hand it off to other people, and then we make sure that it's kind of like the same, with judges and the Senate.
Yeah.
It's a similar structure, right? You have judges, and then you have Senate to make sure the judges don't do bad shit. Now, in this circumstance, we did see the transaction. Yes, we found it interesting, and yes, we started digging. But one day is not enough for us to start digging. We're not police officers,
Sure, I understand. Well, that's good to hear. Thank you for giving me this information. I'd like to remind you guys that outside of a select few in the police department, you are the only 5 people besides me and Pren that know about this information. So if I go and find some people scrambling around and moving things around in these subpoenas that I'm sending out, it would look very strange.
Yeah, of course.
But you gotta understand that this is the most reckless attempt at embezzling I've ever seen in my goddamn life. It would not shock me if half the city already knows about this.
Oh yeah, I'm sure most of the people do know about the embezzlement itself because of the stink that I made at that town hall, right?
Can we?
But I'm talking more about
Can we
specifics.
not just not call it embezzlement because that will look bad for our brand and image if it does get out.
Wait, it would look bad. Well,
Looks
hold
like
on.
that, though.
It does look a lot like
until
it.
until it's proven is my point.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Watson. Do you think it's okay for the mayor to spend $300,000 on G&E?
Fuck no.
Really...
That sounds like embezzlement, right?
Yeah, of course it sounds like investment.
Reflect on you. But that doesn't reflect on you.
What Dean is saying is that until it's proven, then we can calm down with the accusations. That's all.
Yeah. Like the thing is, right?
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, guys.
You're not responsible for him.
You two and your other officers are way more likely to leak this shit than we are, and that's just a fact. So if you're going around leaking shit and saying the word embezzlement, it looks bad for us, and we would rather that word not be used.
Just be careful. That's all.
Sure.
Until it's proven.
But yeah, when it comes to anything on our end, I can assure you that anybody that is in this room right now will not do anything to impede their investigation or make it harder for you.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, of course. I mean, again, the last thing we would want is for you to end your investigation and think that we are the culprits of this, because I can assure you that we are not.
Right. Okay. Well, this is the only transaction that you guys appear to be involved
Angel,
in.
another thing I would like to mention is, if you would like, I would like to take a look at the records together with you, if that's possible. Maybe help to explain some things as well.
The thing is that typically I would. Well, here's the thing, Fred. Typically I would say no, but this information is public, so he could FOIA this just that we can, right, Fred?
Well, I am the one giving the information, so.
But what we can go over the information together. Sure, that's not a problem.
All right. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
If you want to sit there and go over it, then yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that.
All right.
So I think that's just about everything that I had to go over. Is just this
I'm
one.
surprised Tony's still there. True.
So I'm gonna keep digging about your associates here, Miss Tommy and Miss Bunny. But
It's a good conversation,
they might not be.
Obviously, we gotta throw other people onto the bus, but hey, they fucking deserve it, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, if you find anything, please update us. If you would like, we can go and take a look at the transaction right now and get it over with.
Yeah, we can. Sure.
All right, let's do that. Anything else you guys want to ask us? I can't hear you, Mr. Pratt.
No, I'm just talking to myself. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think
let's
that's
go do that.
everything. Thank you. Let's go.
I'll see you guys in a bit then.
All right.
Thanks for gathering your associates, Mr. Watson. I appreciate the cooperation.
And friends.
Somebody pick up that fucking money off the table, guys.
Hey, when
I don't think that went well.
when they find out Loxley's involved, I don't think they're gonna have a fight.